For over 800 years, one figure has ruled the entire world from the shadows. No face, no name, no voice, just a silhouette on an empty throne that no one is allowed to sit on. For 27 years of this story and 8 years of waiting, we never saw him. Until now, because Oda just did the unthinkable. He revealed the true face of the most powerful villain in One Piece, and what he showed us changes everything. Hidden at the very top of the world, above the Marines, above the celestial dragons, above even the 5 elders who bow to him, sits a single, secret ruler known only as Imu. For most of the series, he was barely a rumor, a name whispered in the holiest, most forbidden room in the world. Anyone who learns he exists tends not to live very long. We knew he was old, ancient even. We knew he sat among the 20 founders, the 20 kings who, 800 years ago, banded together and erased an entire century of history from existence. But his face, his power, his true nature? Oda kept that in the dark for 8 straight years. And then, in chapter 1179, the dark finally lifted, and it was so much worse than anyone imagined. This isn't a king. This isn't an old man on a throne. This is the devil himself. Tanned skin, long white hair, horns curling into the shape of an S, massive black wings, and a tail like something dragged out of hell. For 8 years, Oda hid this behind a shadow, and now we know why. The moment you see this design, you realize something. It isn't random. The wings and the tanned skin, that's a Lunarian, the same race as King. The horns, those belong to the Oni, the demons of Wano. And that third eye, the mark of the Three-Eye tribe, 3 of the rarest, most powerful bloodlines in the entire world, fused into one body, Imu's, which leaves only one terrifying possibility. What if Imu isn't descended from these races at all? What if every one of them descended from him? In chapter 1179, Imu's devil fruit is finally named, and the name alone should send a chill down your spine. The Akuma no Mi, the devil's fruit. Stop and think about that. There are thousands of devil fruits in this world, every one of them named after an animal, an element, an object. But his is simply called the devil's fruit, as if it was the first, as if every power that ever existed is just a shadow of his. And in chapter 1180, we finally see what it can do. It has the ability to bring the dead back to life. 2 fallen God's Knights, gone, and with a single black flame, Imu resurrects them. Like death itself, answers to him. A power that kills, and a power that revives, in the same hand. And in chapter 1181, he finally tells us what it all is. Facing Prince Loki, Imu finally names his power. It comes in 3 parts. Corruption, that bends others to his will. Covenants, unbreakable pacts sealed in blood. And Omen, that black, deathless flame. This is being set up as one of the biggest power-ups in the entire series, second only to Luffy's Gear 5 itself. So now the question isn't, how strong is Imu? The question is, can anyone in this world actually stop him? But the power isn't even the most important part, because Imu's reveal cracks open the deepest mystery in all of One Piece. The Void Century. 800 years ago, there was a war. On one side, a great kingdom and a figure we know as Joy Boy. On the other, the 20 founders, who would become the world government. We see it carved into the ancient mural on Elbaf, revealed back in chapter 1138. A history of the world, ending in fire, twice. Imu was there. He didn't just witness that war, he won it, and woven through all of it is one name. We first hear it back in chapter 1086, Lily, a queen, one of the 20 founders. But Lily did something Imu would never forgive. She scattered the poneglyphs, the very stones that record the forbidden truth, across the entire world, making certain that the history Imu tried to erase could never fully die. He despises her family for it, and yet, in chapter 1116, we see something strange. Imu keeps a portrait of Lily in his castle after 800 years. Hatred, obsession, or something far more tragic. So who or what is Imu really? From here, we're in theory territory. Nothing past this point is confirmed. The first theory is chilling, that the Imu we see isn't even his real body, because back in chapter 1149, we watched him do something terrifying. In chapter 1149, Imu possesses another person entirely, taking control of the God's Knight, Gunko, to reach Elbath. So what if Imu is a will, a spirit, that jumps from host to host across the centuries, and the body fans suspect he took long ago is Lily's? The second theory goes deeper, that Imu, Lily, and even Joy Boy were all once on the same side, until Imu betrayed Joy Boy to bury his message, and Lily betrayed Imu to save it. And the darkest theory of all, that Imu isn't human at all, that he is closer to the will of the planet itself, a force that saw Joy Boy's dream of freedom as a disease to be erased. The mystery that defined One Piece for nearly 3 decades is finally unraveling, and we get to watch it happen. So, who do you think Imu really is? The ghost of a queen, a traitor to Joy Boy, or the devil that started it all? Tell me in the comments. And if you want the other great mystery of the final saga, the man who holds the last poneglyph, check out my video on the man with the burn scar.